Hello, Don Reinertsen.
Yeah.
Thanks for having you at AOE.
Mm-hmm.
We met yesterday. You gave a great course yesterday. And it's really great to have you here in person. I've met you on videos and other stuff, but never in person, so it's really a pleasure to meet you there and have you there.
Good to be here.
Okay, so let's get started quickly. The things that you're known best for is what is called the cost of delay.
Mm-hmm.
Could you give us a 2 minutes introduction what is cost of delay, because it's so important for all the upcoming topics as well.
Yeah, I think the concept of cost of delay is basically that, over the years you would find people saying, I want to shorten my development cycle. And you'd find senior managers saying, do product development faster. And when I was consulting over many decades and somebody would say, I want to do product development faster, my first question was always, why do you want to do that? Mm-hmm. And because it's a difficult thing to do, why would you want to do that difficult task? Mm-hmm. And they'd say, I read an article in a business magazine that it's better to be fast. Mm-hmm. And then I would ask the question, well, how much more money do you make if you do product development faster? Mm-hmm. Because if saving a month of cycle time is worth 1,000 euros, you do different things than if it's worth 100,000 euros, and you do different things than if it's worth 10 million euros. And the answer I kept getting from people when you say, well, okay, so what should you rationally pay to remove a month of cycle time from your process, is the answer would be, I don't have a clue. Mm-hmm. I have absolutely no idea. Mm-hmm. But I guess I probably should know the answer to that question.
Right. Yeah.
And then that was really the origin, because in fact, many of the things we do to shorten development cycles are not free.
That's
true. We decide not to carry features in our product, because we lose revenue when we do that. We might lose gross margin when we do that, but we can gain cycle time. Mm-hmm. And you have to ask the question, is that lost revenue worth more or less than the cycle time? We can compromise product cost, we can spend extra development expenses, we can do a whole bunch of things that can be converted into money, mm-hmm. and we're exchanging that for time, mm-hmm. and unless we know what time is worth, we can't really make that choice in an intelligent way.
Okay, so basically, can you explain how you calculate the cost of delay? So what's the input that you have? So what do I need it?
Yeah. I mean, I'll explain at the most basic level and things like that. When we think of cost of delay, we might have a project and we say, if we do this project and everything goes according to plan, this is how much money we'll make.
Okay.
Is that bad things may happen to us, but our best guess, if everything works out okay, is we're going to make 5 million euros.
Okay.
And then we ask the question, well, what would happen if we were 2 months late on this project? Okay. And the way we calculate it is the same way you would probably calculate it if you thought about it. You'd say, well, how much money would I make over the life of the product if it occurs on time? Mm-hmm. How much money would I make over the life of the product if it occurs 60 days late? The difference between those numbers is the cost of being delay. 60 days late. Yeah, and that's what becomes cost of delay. Yeah. And the implication of that is that we measure cost of delay in dollars per month or in euros per month, but it's always the numerator is a financial measure, the denominator is a unit of time. It's what is each unit of time worth to us.
So it's really about economics and...
Yeah, it's about economics, and what tends to be very important about that is that a lot of methodologies like Scrum have this view of, I don't want senior managers bothering me with economic issues, just go away and let me take care of writing the code.
Yeah.
And my view of the world is that is a huge mistake. If you cannot engage with management speaking the language they understand, which is how do I make money by doing this, then you will not get as much support from management. Yeah. Management supports people that help them achieve their objectives. And if you can't relate what you're doing to their objectives, which is to make money,
Right.
then you're going to have trouble getting them excited.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I feel it's just essential to communicate to the people who control resources and who assign you work to do in the language that they actually understand.
Yeah.